Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Football Manager 2018, Episode 4. This is our Lower League Manager series, and we have progressed a few games along since our last episode. We are 5 games into the regular season now, and we are still undefeated at this point. In fact, we have won all 5 games. We are 5-0, first place in the league overall. We have a goal difference of +9. However, it's not all rosy. Both of the last 2 wins have been 1-0. The Darlington game was an early score with none eaten. It was pretty late on, and the team actually is not quite as fired up as they were at the start of the season. So uh, even though we have a nice win streak going, morale is starting to take just a little bit of a dip among the squad. We are favorites going into today's game at Southport, but again, uh, there are worrying signs heading into this match. We do have Aiden Conley back from his long-term injury that he began the game with. However, he does not fit in so naturally to his best position. So Kane Felix, who he has stepped in for, uh, essentially have same ratings. So Kane Felix actually might still be playing fairly often, and Aiden Conley kind of rotating through the positions among the others. All right, well, let's get Worsnop in for his second start of the year, though Luke Simpson has definitely done well and is picking up the majority of the starts. Ratings are looking pretty solid throughout the squad, and Josh Simpson continues to lead the way, the only signing of the offseason. And let's get Amari Morgan Smith back in. There we go. He's done quite well, though John Parkin off the bench, who has actually struggled, did finally pick up his first goal. Sean Newton out with a broken toe. That was during the last episode. Hopefully we will get him back in the near future. He's got between 7 days and 2 weeks left, so a week to 2 weeks before he will return. All right, so we're going to head off to the game. Looks like Southport is lining up in a 4-4-2. You can see the morale is still definitely very good, but the extremely goods and superbs have slipped a bit. And last game we had some real trouble trying to motivate the team before the game. Let's see if we can mix it up a little bit. There we go. Let's see what you can do to keep our run going. Just one strong response. Let's see if we can get more out of the defense and midfield. Defense. There's more to come. Just one player fired up. But again, there's going to have to do things a little differently. Let's see if we can get control of the midfield. And no, only 2 players fired up for this game. That's kind of what I was talking about. Is the team is kind of getting their head down as we head into the middle of the season. Though it's still pretty early days. All right, game's underway. Balls to Almond, cross behind the net, wrong side of it. If it was that far out in front, that would have been a nice ball. There's Conley. Take it down, nice slide tackle. The counterattack is on. Ooh, wide. I think that's the first time this season a team has threatened that early in a game. Possession numbers are starting to tilt our way, though it's only hanging around in the low to mid 50s while we've been hovering around 60% pretty much all season long. Another strong counter from Southport. They are looking pretty good on the counterattack here early in this game. Josh Simpson with a chance at the edge of the box. He puts that high and wide. And that was actually our first shot attempt of the game. 15 minutes in. It looks like the rain has started to hit us here in Southport. Defense still struggling with that look. Offside. Yeah, clearly offside. I certainly thought it looked offside. And we are down 1-0. Let's see here in the replay. Defense line definitely. Oh yeah, he was offside. That was a step and a half offside. Unlucky for us as we are down 1-0. The defense is definitely furious over what has happened. But we are getting outplayed. That goal certainly felt deserved. Just unlucky on the fact that it had to come on an offside that didn't get called. And here they go again. See, that's why I would say it felt like it was deserved. I may or may not have to change our tactic here. Yes, we are getting possession. We are not getting the chances, and they certainly are hitting us hard on the counter. We are on the road here, so it may or may not be time for some tactical adjustments as the struggles continue. Let's see if just some shouts can get them going. Let's see if we can get some passion. There's a nice ball ahead, right over the top, in for a chance, and Morgan Smith puts it wide. Chances are looking a little better as we approach halftime, though we are still down a goal, and I'd say we are still getting beat here. Southport has been the better team in the first half, for sure. And offside or not, they deserve to be ahead. Ooh, another one. That was close, but I'd say he was probably just on there, and now we are in all kinds of trouble. Down 2-0 before the half. Let's see if this one was actually onside. I think he was. Yes, that was onside. That was a nice ball. The left center back should have been closing on the ball, while the right center back should have stayed on his man. That was a miscommunication between the pairing there. But let's see if we can get into halftime and light a fire under these guys. Let's see if we can get that second half going. One thing I haven't noticed, Danny Rowe has been picking up a fair few yellow cards to start the season, so we might be missing him for the occasional game. All right, so we have a team that is body language is real poor, ratings are awful, and we are down 2-0 deservedly. So let's see what we can do to be aggressive and give me a much better showing. All right, everybody but Almond responded really well to that. He's already very frustrated and demotivated from that, so I think that calls for a change. We're going to bring in Felix, who's been good so far this season, and we'll bring him in for Conley, and then we'll put him in his customary spot, which will put Conley out on the left, where he's actually better. His ratings have been awful in this game too, so we'll see if that will improve. This is Conley's first start of the season after coming off the bench twice since recovering from his injury. He played a little under a half in each of those two games. All right, well, let's see. Sukar, well, let's talk to you individually. And I'm looking for you to make a difference. No. Felix just came on. And Conley, I'm going to give you the same speech. Make a difference. I know you're capable. All right, he's happy. So we've got 9 out of the 10 players that were on the field in the first half fired up now. So let's see what that'll do for us here in the second half. Early ball ahead. Sukar gets there. That was good. All right, if things don't change here quickly, we will definitely go for a change in tactics. Whether that be switching to a counterattack or whether we even go all as far as switching formation, we'll see. There's a sign of struggles there. One more like that, and we will change. Ooh, Venturif takes the man down at the edge of the box. They get the free kick. Dangerous position. They work it into the box instead of playing it in on the free kick, but we're able to get it away. All right, well, we're almost an hour in. We're still down 2-0, but we stop the bleeding. Here's a chance. Morgan Smith, and he gets the goal. We get one back, and there's plenty of time still in this game. Sukar with a fantastic clearance all the way ahead, and Morgan Smith puts it where the keeper ain't. Hits it in off the post. 1-2. We are back in this game, but they are still, body language-wise, frustrated, nervous. Even after that. Let's see. I can go for demand more. Moke almost puts it over Halstead's right shoulder into the top corner. Let's push forward. It's time to attack, guys. And it's also time to make a second substitution. That was a nice chance right there. There we go. We got Wharton. We can bring on Parkin. Let's see how those ratings are. Conley still getting nothing done in this game. I'm going to bring Conley on. Conley off. Bring Parkin on. And Morgan Smith can play that position. Push out. And then we'll get John Parkin on top. There we go. And no, now that we are back in, well, chances have leveled out. It was about 10-6 on shots, so we are getting the chances now. So I'm not going to change the formation. It was more of a personnel matter. Oh, ball pulled in front, and we didn't get shot. Defense was able to clear that away. Oh, weak cross that needed to get longer. Moke. Oh. I want to say that was more of a cross than it was a shot attempt. Felix, nice pass off to Parkin. Venturif, nice job keeping possession there. Felix, chance for the cross. He gets it into Parkin, and Parkin puts it home. We have a tie game with 10 minutes to go. We still have a shot at the 3 points on the day. What a comeback we have here in the second half. A completely lifeless team. Going into the half, they've come out. That fire has been lit again. Shot attempts. We have picked up 2 shot attempts since that last stop at the 70-minute mark, and we are in control of this game late. Time is counting down. Do we come out of this game with 1 point, or can we take home the 3 points? I am going to push. We're going to go for the 3 points. Oh, and there was a chance. That might have been it. Yes, time is up. We had a shot. I don't know who got that shot on that final free kick at the very, very end. We can't be happy with 1 point, but we could certainly be happy with a comeback. We do at least stay in the undefeated column on the season. We know we can't win them all. So I've got to be proud of the boys to come back, and let's see if I can give them at least an assertive comeback. Great effort. A couple of them were fired up by that. All right. Let's see if the assistant can add anything to it. No. All right. We'll end the pep talk. We're going to head out of the match. We have 2 days till our next game. We still have a 2-point lead in the league over Harrogate Town, who we have not played yet this season. Salford is also just a few points behind. We're going up against FC United of Manchester next, and they are just inside the playoff positions. So they will offer us a bit of a challenge, but we do rescue the late draw. We maintain our unbeaten record 6 games into the season, and let's see if we can make that 7 as we have another game coming up in just 2 days. All right. Hey, look at that. We already have a new record for the team. Of course, we have a new squad here, so these fit in as our records. Naturally, we're going to be making all sorts of records this first season. Okay, and we're going to skip on. Let's get to that second game here. I'd like to get you 2 games in on this episode. All right, and we are firm, heavy favorites playing at home against FC United of Manchester. Uh, our preparation for the squads, we have played with 4-2-3-1 every game so far this season, and it is paying off in training as our familiarity is getting quite good on this. We've already maxed out a few categories, and our secondary tactic, the 5-2-1-2, or a 5-3-3 really, uh, is, sorry, 5-2-3, uh, is decently coming along. We have not used it yet, but I do plan on pulling it out here at some point. All right, we're going to take our tactical briefing. Really, only one thing has paid off all season long, and that's the formation. They're happy with the formation. So as long as they continue to respond strongly to it, there you go. The entire uh, first 11 from the last game, plus the 3 out of 5 off the bench, all responded strongly to that. And that seems to have been enough every time to keep them happy. So as long as they're happy with that formation, I don't plan to change it. All right, so we're gonna go up against a 4-1-4-1 for FC United, and again they are in 7th place, just at the edge, attacking set pieces. All right, this is the first time that it's been proposed we do something different besides attacking movement. There we go, attacking set pieces. I'll go ahead and follow that advice. And just 2 days since the last game, so we might have to do some squad rotation here for this game. We'll see what we get. Fitness tests. All right, so John Parkin, he had a brief injury. I believe it was a bruised um, ankle. I think he took a uh, cheap foul during a game. Nothing major. Blaine Clapison, injured in training, was out for about 2 weeks. Heslop was out for 2 to 3 weeks. It was a little bit longer. He is back. He is capable, but I actually haven't put him back into the squad yet, even though he started our first couple of games. Turns out he fits in a little bit lower on the pecking order, but I would like to get him back into a game here soon. Sean Newton's the one uh, longer injury. He's been out for about a month from a fractured toe, and he's not ready to come back just yet. All right, we are at home today for this game, giving us a bit of an edge against this Manchester squad. All right, how we doing on our conditions? Lots of players in the 80s. These low 80s are definitely a concern for Benchriff and Simpson. And that might be calling for some squad rotation. We are going to bring Parkin in to start on top. And we're going to bring Felix in over Conley to start. I'm going to get Wharton in. I'm going to leave Simpson on the bench. Benchriff is actually going to sit out completely today as Heslop, who has not played since his injury. He's going to come back in. He had a real good rating in that 1 or 2 games that he did play for us at the start of the season. So I want to mix him in. That might just do it though. Alex Whittle has some decent ratings and has not played yet this season, but Ferguson, tough one to push out of that position with his 4-star rating for our team. Defense a little more tired, however, defense does tend to get away with that a little bit more than your midfield. If your midfield can't run, it could be a real long night for your defense. But if your midfield's in decent shape, defense can get by a little more tired than others. Get a breather on offense at least. The midfield's needed all the time, attack and defense. And I should know both. I'm a center back and a left wing myself. All right, Parslow has, I think he's had 1 start this season. His ratings are pretty poor though. Sakar is kind of the guy who Parslow is technically rated better than. Let's give him a start. We will have 1 guy fresh in the D. All right, that'll do it. So we do finally have a partnership developing here between Law and Felix, and that was one other reason to bring Felix back into the squad. All right, so FC United of Manchester do line up in their 4-1-4-1 lineup. As expected, yeah, Parslow picking up his 2nd start of the year. Worsnop picking up his 3rd. Heslop, his 2nd start. Wharton, his 2nd start. And Parkin, just his 2nd start of the season. So we definitely have a 1.5 lineup today, meaning this is not the strongest lineup we could put out there. We are at home here, but that does not bode perfectly well. But hopefully the other team, they just had a game 2 days ago as well. And if they are playing their best lineup, fatigue should be a factor today. All right. Oh, not the best decision to go with telling them why we're favorites here today. So let's see if having faith, well, keeper responded well at least. How about the midfield? And let's see if I can get Almond a little more. They didn't respond to this last time, so let's see if having faith in them. There we go, that's a little better. We got 3 guys fired up now, though Almond still had his switched off response. And I have faith in you. Yes, Parkin, thank you. All right, well, that's 4 guys fired up. That's a lot better than our last couple of games. Again, the shift in momentum from the start of the season till now has been clear, and it just feels like we are rearing up for a loss coming soon. So hopefully today is not the day for that. Condition-wise, look at this. They already have players in the high 70s and low 80s. It looks like they only rotated 1 center back. Seems to be about it, or maybe 2 if you look at our bench where there's a couple fatigued players. You have a couple guys with slight injuries already. So in terms of fitness, we've got a real advantage today. Possession, we are holding almost our 60%. So even though we have come down just a little bit in terms of our quality with the lineup we've put out today, we do at least still seem to be holding enough of an edge. Oh no, the striker for FC United of Manchester with his slight injury comes off fully injured now. Hopefully that's not anything that we did to cause that. Don't like to take players down, especially when you're a Manchester guy like myself. No, I am not from Manchester. Sadly, I've never been there, though I dream of seeing United play. And no, not this United, Manchester United. I'd love to see them play a game one day. I am a fan. I did grow up in the era of the class of '92 and what they were able to produce. All right, well, we quietly go into halftime with almost no highlights whatsoever. Were there highlights? I can't remember. We do have that 61% possession. Shots are 3-3 though, and we were able to get all 3 on target, but not even strong enough to render a highlight. So let's see what we can do to this team. We have 60% possession. So if this is we've been the better team, is this the appropriate one? Keep play the way you've been playing, the result will come. No. Let's see if we can give them some confidence here. And let's see if we can be the passionate one here. Anything? All right. Well, the guys listen keenly and passionately. I mean, there's at least a partial response there. Just one was delighted. That's when he needed to be delighted, as that was our only nervous player out there. And Lewis Almond is complacent again. Again, that I think that might have had to do with my team talk at the start of the game. All right. Well, I'm not going to take individual talks. Let's go ahead and head into the second half. Changes might be coming soon, including still wondering if we should see that other formation here at some point. Let's see if we can mix things up and get this team rolling once again. All right, condition, we're all 70 plus, and their team is definitely tired. That should be a factor here in the second half. We do play a high tempo. There's a nice ball from Moak. The cross. Oh, it gets back to Moak with the return pass. The pass did look a little high, a little long. Moak was able to get ahead to it, but he puts it over the bar, possibly because of the location of that pass. Just a little more in front of him. That should have been an easy goal. Cross into the box. Goes straight to the defense. Return ball. Parkin's got it. Ooh, Allenson got just a piece to push that ball wide. Otherwise, that would have been the go-ahead goal. Oh no, we are getting hit on the counter here. Nice sliding tackle from Ferguson. Great job to save a chance that United looked to be mustering there. All right, we are at 70-minute mark and nothing is happening. It is definitely time to mix up. We are going to do 2 subs and let's see. Change of formation. I'm mulling it over. You know what? We got to do something. The play has just stagnated these last few games. So I'm going to go for a quick pause, and we are going to go for the tactics. We're going to switch this up totally. Okay, tactics. There we go. We're going to switch it up. All right, so Ferguson and Law did push up. Moak is there. We got Parkin and Almond on top. Now, Almond hasn't done anything, so I'm going to a target man and support. We're going to switch Almond out of there. We're going to leave Moak on. Leave this pairing. Heslop. I'm going to set you up to support because we want to attack. I don't think I'm going to get much stronger on the wing back. No. What about Ferguson? No. Parslow. Central defender. Let's get your natural role. Central defender. Man cover. Okay, so we need to get Felix out of there. So Sakar's going to come on. And he's going to be a stopper. Alright, and we need Morgan Smith to come on. Perfect. Alright, there's our double change. Now let's see if this will have an impact on the field. Confirm changes. And we're going to play. Alright, we had 60% possession, but chances were pretty balanced. Things are quiet. I don't think the changes are going to have to happen just yet. Nope, the chance goes wide. See if we can get those subs to show up. Oh, chance for FC United. Law, nice sliding tackle. Oh, we're counterattack. Oh, that's got to be a card. No card. Wow, surprising that we get a strong counter like that. And okay, we need to change it. Oh, Law, Josh Law, free kick goal, our first free kick goal of the season. Law has been taking most of the free kicks. That ball was right at Allenson, who should have saved that. Poor job for the keeper. You know, as much as you'd like to give Law the credit, that was an easy save, waiting to happen. I've played keeper all of about 40 minutes my entire career, and I would have saved that. Seriously. That was a pretty poor job. All right, now I need to drastically change things here. We are set to attack. We need to go defensive, and we're going to burn our final sub to try to kill some time here. Definitely not Simpson coming on. We want to rest Josh Simpson. Aiden Conley still coming back from that injury. Could use a few minutes, and he's going to take off our nervous member. Go. And as soon as these changes occur, we're going to slow down the tempo even more and waste time. See if we can put this game away. Come out of here with 3 points. Morgan Smith, nice goal. I thought he was going to go to the corner to kill time. Instead, he turns in with no defenders nearby. He might have been offside there, but definitely a hint of it. And knocks the ball past the keeper, sealing the win. Yes, we want to change those tactics, put this game away. Minute to go. We're going to come out of here with 3 points. Not a very convincing game, though, but our tactical change certainly did show it's worth it. But I think that free kick may have been before. So after a pretty balanced showing early on, at the end of the game, we come out with the chances, and we're able to seal the game with 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. All right, well, the team is looking good, at least overall on the season, though a bit shaky of late. But we head out from this game on the trot with 6 wins and 1 tie to start the season, 19 points. So we have 19 points scored for the Decathlon at this point in time, 7 games into the season. So that does it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record.